G'day. So this is part 2. We'll call it Corona Ponders from Bundaberg, part 2. So back at the start of April, I'd figured out from various sources and being an absolute spastic research and stuff that there are a lot of inconsistencies, to say the least. I'd mentioned a few things that, Bundaberg should be well and truly loaded up with dead people if the stories were accurate, and the information being put out by the governments and the medical officers and the World Health Organization, China, you name it, all those people. Anyways, it's now part way through June, so April, May, June, so it's a few months have passed, and we still have 0 deaths. Basically this was a non-event. We did have a guy come from Melbourne and went to Brisbane and then ended up at Bundaberg working on a strawberry farm. He complained he was sick, went to hospital, and apparently he has the corona. So the local media, obviously, they were jumping at joy and clapping their hands and running with it, saying, "Oh, second wave, are we gonna see a second wave?" Mate, we didn't even have a first wave. So it's hard to have a second wave when we didn't even have a first wave. Now, the media is consistently full of shit. That's provable. It's obvious. You can go back through history, check out the old media stories, and see for yourself. You don't have to trust me. Hell, fuck, don't trust me. I'm just some nobody. But being that, as I said in the first video, we have thousands of travellers come through weekly, working on the farms, going to all the nightclubs, pubs, you name it. Travellers travel. They go to all these different things. And we've had very few cases. We had stupid lockdowns for, a couple of months. It was basically just an exercise in futility. It was summer, so that's traditionally not our flu season. The Northern Hemisphere was in their flu season, so if you look at the graphs and numbers, take them with a grain of salt. Most of them are wrong. The John Hopkins website or group, or however you want to term it, has been wildly inaccurate. The predictions massively overstated. None of the disasters came to play except for the economic disasters, and Bundaberg was doing it pretty tough before all this shenanigans began. So if you go to a shopping centre, at least half the shops are closed. The ones that are open tend to be more of your chain sort of stores. They have corona measures in place, like you can only go in this side of the door and come out that side of the door, because viruses care about that. Social distancing, once again, nobody's really social distancing. Nobody's wearing masks. You will see the odd person wearing a mask, but by and large it's mostly people just getting out, trying to do their shopping and get on with their day. So the economic collapse of Australia, being that we are now officially in recession, even though it could be argued Australia's been in recession for a while, our economy's fucked. Bundaberg suffered pretty badly, and we're going to continue to suffer really badly until everybody just says, hey, look, let's just get back to it. Okay, once you catch corona, you're immune for life. So it's probably in your best interest to actually contract this illness, we'll call it, and spread it around. Because, sitting inside, it's not going to help you become immune to it. So that's just scientific stuff. It's not my opinion. Scientists and doctors say this, that masks don't work. So anybody saying you need a mask, they're full of shit. Okay, it's a waste of time. Go out, shake people's hands, get back to normal. All right, this was less deadly than the flu, the regular flu. Okay, last year, what was it, October? There was a lot of dead people in Queensland just from the regular flu. Okay, the media, of course they do what they do and they overblow things a bit, and they had some articles about it, but the death figures from last year to this year, chalk and cheese. Okay, lockdown measures didn't work. There's no way to actually prove that it works. But basically, it's officially winter now, so that's nice. Except for the cold. Hate the cold. That's why I live in Queensland, Sunshine State. So we will have, they're going to chalk everything up to corona or COVID-19. But basically, we're going to have a flu season, so there will be a bunch of people get sick. No need to panic. Perfectly normal. People get sick every year. Some people will die. Yes, that sucks for them. But, those people that do die will most likely already have some other underlying medical issue or be old. And so now, if we're going to see a big spike in deaths and a second wave and all that crazy sort of stuff, it's going to be over the next few months. So look, if you're an old person, try and be healthy. Vitamin C, proven, historically proven. It's great to keep you healthy. Sunshine, Queensland. Alright, we're in the right place for sunshine. So get out in the garden, potter around, get some sun on your skin, talk to the birds, pat the cat, kick the dog, whatever you're into, just get some sun, go for a walk. Zinc has also been said to be quite helpful. So if you're an older person living in Bundaberg, vitamin C, sunshine, zinc. Make sure your body's healthy. Okay, if you are a bit of a sick bugger, alright, be a little bit more careful. But if you're a kid, okay, if you're under teenage, statistically you've got basically no threat from this. Alright, if you're a teenager, okay, you're going to high school or you're going to work, once again, you've got Buckley's chance of dying from this. If you're in your 20s, 20 to 30, okay, once again, you're not going to die unless you've got some serious underlying issue. 30 to 40, you're starting to sort of get towards the danger zone, because you've always got to have a danger zone. Basically, you 30 to 40, once again, you're going to be fine. Okay, vitamin C, zinc, sunshine, basically. But exercise, make sure you eat healthy, be healthy, stop drinking so much piss. Alright, alcohol sucks. Alright, it's not good for you. It's actually a poison. So maybe limit the amount you drink. But yeah, once again, you're pretty much going to be fine unless you've got an underlying medical issue. 40 to 50, yay! My age group, kick ass. Alright, once again, yep, same story. More than likely going to be a-okie dokie. Alright. Once again, eat well, get some sun, get some exercise, don't be a stooge, sitting around drinking beers on the weekend, it's not good for you in the first place, alright? Everybody knows that drinking alcohol It's not a real good idea if you want to be a healthy person. A little bit here and there, sure, whatever. I don't care. That's your problem. It's your life, your decision. You want to drink piss, you want to eat Maccas, you want to do all sorts of unhealthy stuff and hide away inside. Okay, that's your choice. Alright. 50 onwards, okay, same thing as everybody else. Eat well, get the sunshine, don't be a spaz. Alright, get out there, shake hands, hug your loved ones. Hell, fuck it. Hug a stranger. Alright? Unless you're married, that's probably not such a good idea. The other half might look a little bit unfavourably at that kind of behaviour. But, keep your head, relax. It's Queensland. It's not a place to be stressed out. It's hard to break through the programming. Alright, a lot of you out there watch television, get a lot of information from television, and that's probably not such a good thing, okay? Best thing you could do, if you are worried about things, turn off your television, okay? The media is really, really bad, okay? They push an agenda, and it's not hard to see the agenda they push if you look. Okay, it'll just be non-stop, bam, 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 over and over and over and over the same thing. Okay, when the media is pushing a particular story, look deeper, look behind it. Okay, it's usually a load of shit. I don't know if you could hear my little fella there, but he's enjoying the stage of life where they start to make a lot of noise. Kids, best thing in the world. Alright, if you're a young bloke, find a good woman, settle down, have some kids. They bring nothing but joy. A little bit of stress and a little bit of sleepless nights, etc. But by and large, children are fantastic. Alright, we need more kids. Okay, especially if Corona's going to kill everybody. So make sure you've got your life sorted out and be a good person. In the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other. Look, I did a video a couple of weeks ago now. The local council was doing a propaganda video, an in-house video that was not to be shared with the public, or we'll say the ratepayers, or the local slave livestock. They weren't social distancing. I couldn't help myself. I had to go and say g'day. So I said g'day and had a bit of a yarn and asked a few questions, and the response was surprising, but not really. Basically, essential services, police, council, government, military, those sort of things. Okay, if you work for the government, you're magically immune from Corona or COVID-19. But if you're a regular person like myself, or you, I guess, you're in deep shit. You're gonna die. It's all horror. Okay, so one of the people in the video complained to YouTube, and YouTube took down that video because they didn't like the fact that I'd done a video and exposed a little bit of truth of the attitudes within our local council. So I had to re-upload the video and blur everything to make it acceptable for YouTube, because they said I violated their privacy policy, which was an absolute load of shit. Public servants in a public area are free to be filmed, as are any of us, but it is more vital that the government workers are filmed and documented, their behaviour, their attitude. They must be held accountable, Okay, we're forced to pay for these things and these people, so they should be held accountable. So if you're out there and you're watching and you're one of the people from that video, I would like to say, whoever it was who put in the privacy complaint to YouTube, you're an absolute piece of shit. Okay, it's not on. Okay, Queensland has one-party consent laws. Okay, so I don't need your consent to film you, and that's that. You don't like it, well, it's not my problem. Okay, if you're being a dick and I film you, it will go online and I will share it with the wider community. I really hope that Bundaberg recovers from this. I really hope that Bundaberg has a bit more of a look and starts to ask a few questions. Because people are hurting, alright? People are suffering. They don't need to. There is no need for this. And I just really want you guys out there who are doing it tough, business owners, employees, regular folks, old people, kids, everyone. I just want you to have a beautiful life and be free. Do what you like. Do as you choose. It's your decision. It's your life. There's no reason for somebody to say you can't do this or you shouldn't do that. Well, they can advise you not to do things, but it's your choice. Okay, that's the thing about freedom. It's your right to choose, and I want you guys to be free. Okay, don't be shackled into this system that is in place, governments and laws and things that you really have no want or need for. If you're a rational person and you think about things, you'll go through life pretty well. If you're an absolute retard and you just do a bunch of dumb stuff, you're gonna have a hard time. Okay? But look, the Corona Ponders Part 2. What can I say? Still being 0 deaths, very few people actually got sick. I don't know how rigorous the testing was. The test kits have been known to be rather faulty. Our medical officer that's advising the government to put in place all of the social distancing and masks and border closures, etc., etc. Okay, that chick needs to be fired and held accountable. I would probably say even a refund of all monies paid to her back to the taxpayers, because she's done an absolutely terrible job. The state premier, Anastasia Palaszczuk, socialists are going to socialist. Okay, she's been an abject failure as well, and will continue to be as long as she has some semblance of power. Which is another thing that Australians need to understand, is they don't have authority over you. You have authority over you. I own me, you own you. Okay? Life's a beautiful thing. It's not something to really be wasted. Okay? So, look, don't hurt anybody. Don't steal stuff. We teach that to kids. Alright? Be good to others, and usually people will be good to you. But once again, Corona is not a problem. We will see the media overhype it and go absolutely insane over the next couple of months, because it is our flu season, so everything's going to be Corona, not just the flu. And mind you, the flu has basically disappeared, because nobody dies from the flu anymore. It's Corona. Alright, young fella must have chucked a little bingle, so I'm going to have to wrap it up there. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Peace out. Be excellent to each other.